And guys, welcome to the Survivor Series review. I'd like to apologise beforehand why there hasn't been I've missed the last couple of weeks of Raw. It's because I've had some things to deal with, so I haven't really felt like doing them. So I didn't feel like I could give you my best. But anyway, moving on to Survivor Series. Now, I'm going to try something a little bit different here, because normally what I do is go through them match by match in the order that they were. But I'm going to get this one out of the way first because it's just, I don't know what it was. Okay, you have Adam Rose and the Bunny versus Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil. Or as I now know, Slatergator. The Bunny wins it on its own. And that's it. I don't get the point of this, but maybe they're saying something up with Adam Rose and the Bunny. Yeah, moving on. Right, now to the things that did matter. The opening match was the Fatal 4-Way for the Tag Team titles, featuring Los Matadores, the Usos, Miz and Mizdow, and your former Tag Team Champions, Golden Stardust. This was, for Fatal 4-Way, this was kind of meh, especially the teams involved. But Mizdow and Miz get the win, with Mizdow pinning somebody. And it's good to see Mizdow gain a bit of a push. It's good to see him getting the push, but I don't know how much longer we're going to keep it up. Because Mizdow has been gold. I mean, what Cody Rhodes is doing to Stardust has been... It's been your usual Cody Rhodes performance of good. But Mizdow has been completely pure fucking gold as Miz's stunt double. Hopefully it sets up to a feud between them heading into WrestleMania. I think that could be good. And obviously Mizdow has to go over. Then I think we got the 4-on-4 Divas elimination tag, featuring Natalya, Alicia Fox, Naomi, and Emma, who, to be honest, some people forgot was even on the roster. I did think who's this now, but oh, it's 5 Finger Discount. Versus Paige, Summer Rae, Layla, and Cameron. And it was what you expected from a Divas tag. Went about 10 minutes. And the face team gets a clean sweep. Moving on. Then we got Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm going to admit, this match I kind of was excited for. Well, I should have been. But, to be honest, given WWE Creative's record with Bray Wyatt, I couldn't care less at this point. I really couldn't give two shits. And I like Bray Wyatt. Okay? I'm starting to like Ambrose. But the only outcome of this I can see is it hurting Ambrose. That's it. Because I'm pretty much getting the feeling we're going to go somewhere with this and then we're just going to fuck it up. Finish the match. Basically, it was a good match. I don't get the "this is awesome" chant, but meh. Maybe some people have low standards. But to be fair, I'm just going to see if this helps with the lighting. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll not have that open when it's still daylight because Now the lighting looks pretty decent. Anyway, Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose, solid match. This is Awesome Chanson, not just a fireball. And the finish is Ambrose hits Wyatt with a chair, so Wyatt wins by DQ. Then puts Wyatt through a table, then drops another table on top of him, and climbs a ladder. And now we've got a TLC match in 3 weeks. Oh man. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a good match, but I'm just waiting for him to fuck it up. Then we got, cover that. I'm just checking my notes. Then we got the Divas title match. Semi-main event. Nikki Bella. Yeah, it's because of who she's shagging. But she's in a semi-main event, and it looks like she's taking burial lessons. Basically, the events of this match was Brie kissed AJ, Nikki whacked up AJ in the face with an elbow, then hit a finisher, then got the pin, and that was it. It was blinking, you fucking miss it. And you know, there's probably rumours going around now. Well, we get them every pay-per-view. AJ's leaving. Really? So every time she defends the Divas title, it's automatically assumed that she's leaving. I mean, I'm not a fan of AJ, but come on, the Divas roster is, from what I've seen tonight, 10 Divas without AJ. That's it. You only got 11 Divas. It don't look like anyone's coming up from NXT anytime soon. Although maybe Charlotte should. Right, and then we go on to the main event. And at this point I'm trying to contain the 11-year-old child in me. Especially with the finish of this match. I'm going to touch on something with this match. In commentary, JBL said that John Cena was the sole survivor in 2003. The Team Angle versus Team Lesnar match. I mean, JBL should know about that match, he was in it. Well, it is what it is, and yeah, I guess you kind of have to say that Cena was the sole survivor, since you can't mention the guy who survived the match with him. Alright, so on to the match, and this kind of... Mark Henry's your first elimination, and that's within about 5 seconds. And I thought at that point, this is going to set the tone for Team Cena. But then something weird happened. The match actually became even. So Big Show knocked out Mark Henry and pinned him. That's your first elimination. Your second one, surprisingly, was Ryback. I mean, you're pushing a guy just to last about 5 to 10 minutes in a tag team match. I thought Ryback was going to be the big guy in this one. He had some good stuff going with Rusev, and then Rollins interfered. Rusev eliminated Ryback. Then your third elimination was, third elimination was Rusev. So I've got my notes here because I'm trying to keep track of the match. Rusev, yeah, rest in peace, Spanish announce table. The big spot where everyone pretty much ended up on the outside, with the exception of Dolph and Rusev. Rusev then powerbombed Dolph over the top rope into everybody else. Then Rusev cleared off the announce tables, put Dolph on the Spanish one. Why is it always a Spanish announce table? What have you got against the Mexicans? Dolph moved out of the way, Rusev went through the table, Dolph managed to beat the count, and that was Rusev. The fourth elimination was Eric Rowan. Yeah, by Luke Harper. Although, to be fair, there was again interference from Seth Rollins. Especially when Rowan reversed the chokeslam. So then we go on to the fifth elimination, which was, surprisingly, and well, actually it's the fifth and sixth eliminations here, because Big Show's getting in there to go up against all three of them. Cena's struggling to his feet. Dolph's out. Dolph's fucking done at this point. And Big Show's looking like he's getting ready to fight all three of them and trying to like hold it down until Cena stands up. And then he knocks out Cena. And the fucking crowd pops. So Cena gets eliminated by Rollins via Big Show knockout. Big Show walks out in an attempt to save his job. Now, I'm going to touch on this, but doesn't Big Show have a fucking ironclad contract? Apparently. He did the little storyline with Johnny Ace where he got a fucking ironclad contract. And he keeps doing shit to save his fucking job. Basic fucking storytelling. Big Show has an ironclad contract. Hey, let's make him be a little fucking bitch to keep his job. But hey, it is what it is. And it's good to see Cena go out here. It's good to see him put the fucking spotlight on somebody else. And then we get 3-on-1 versus Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, you get Rollins, Kane and Harper versus Ziggler, and Kane is the first to go. I can't believe I actually called that. Kane's going to be the first one eliminated. Yep. Gets eliminated off the zigzag, then Harper comes in. Good bit of back and forth. Well, we call that back and forth. It was pretty much a demolition of Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler eliminates Harper by roll up. Which I'm fine. Ziggler's a average sized guy. Harper's a big guy. I get it. I'm going to say something though. In this match, we already knew that Harper was kind of athletic, but I'm really impressed by both Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. I think they stepped up to the main event spot. Okay. mean, not completely there, but they did a good job in the spot they had. So then it comes down to Rollins versus Ziggler. And despite all the punishment Ziggler's taken, Seth just can't put him away. I mean, Seth missed the curb stomp off the top rope, to which Dolph then hit the Famouser. And that actually did make me smile, thinking, if Dolph gets it here with the Famouser, that would just be a bit kind of funny that he used one of Triple H's buddy's finishing moves to get rid of Triple H. But alas, we get a kick out at 2. And then it pretty much becomes a 4-on-1 beatdown of Dolph by Triple H, the security team, to which Dolph actually held off the security team and Triple H until Rollins recovered from the Famouser, and yeah, it was just a schmaltz. 2 fucking ref bumps. In fact, no, I actually think there were 3 ref bumps. Because they just couldn't put Dolph away. Well, actually, a couple of them were because Dolph was getting the cover. And then, get this. Okay, this is the part where I'm going to struggle to get through. Because Triple H is the pedigree on Dolph, rolls Seth over him. Everything's looking like that's it, it's over. Everyone besides Cena's getting fired. Then the lights go out. And here's fucking Sting. Yeah, everything was done absolutely perfect here. But what can you expect when you're working with an old man like Sting? Man, I just wish it wasn't 4 AM when I was watching it. I also wish that I wasn't living in a crowded area. I just wish I lived out in the middle of the fucking country, completely isolated from anyone else just for this moment. Because I would have just been so loud. It was like, fucking hell, it is Sting. This is awesome. Normally I'd rip on people if they paid $55 for this, when you can get it for $9.99. Oh, this month free. But to be honest, if I'd have paid $55, okay, by the way, I'm in England, so it's not that much. General pricing over here is about 15, 16, well, about 15 to £20. I know that in America it's $54.99. Because the commentary mentioned it at 2 of the last 3 pay-per-views, kind of mocked the audience for it, but $54.99, that works out at somewhere between £25 and £30. I mean, it's cheaper to go and watch Donny Rovers than it is to buy a WWE pay-per-view. But I would have gladly paid that just for this fucking moment. In fact, I'd have paid probably 2, 3, maybe 4 times that just for this one moment. If you got Triple H standing up against Sting, legend, icon. Yeah, Triple H legend, Sting, icon. Sting drops Triple H with the Scorpion Death Drop. rolls Ziggler on top of Rollins. Ref counts the 3. That's all she wrote. Now, I did have some problems with this match in the build-up, which I didn't get to touch on because I didn't do a couple of Raw reviews, so I couldn't touch on it. But, to be honest, I kind of understand it. I mean, my problem was, everything's on the line. Why isn't Triple H putting himself in this match? And now I kind of understand it. It's so that he could interfere, leading to him standing off against Sting, leading to Sting's absolute fucking impact. And I get it. I completely get why now Triple H didn't put himself in the match. I mean, from context of the story and how we know Triple H's character, he'd have been putting himself straight into the match. But seeing it now from how it played out, I get why creative put guys like Luke Harper in the match. I get it. And I have to say, this pay-per-view, there were a few things that they did right. I mean, Mizdow and Miz winning the tag team titles was long overdue for Mizdow. I mean, he should have won it when he was with Cody Rhodes. Because that was a tag team that was fucking gold. Okay? The main event, I mean, everything else was just meh. I mean, I'm just going over the things that got right here. I'm not going over what did or didn't, what should and shouldn't have happened. But Mizdow and Miz winning tag team titles spot on, especially with Mizdow getting the pin himself for his first WWE title reign. First time he's held a title in WWE. Then the main event. I mean, okay, I don't get eliminating Mark Henry so quickly. But Big Show knocking out Cena was fucking good. I mean, this is what should have happened. Okay, I don't get why the fuck he did it. Maybe someone else should have knocked the fuck out of Cena on his team, but I mean, maybe Ryback should have hit Shell Shock on Cena. Well, I don't know. Rowan hits his finisher. I don't get why Big Show fucking had to do it. He's got an ironclad contract. But that's just one fault in something that's otherwise good. Okay, Cena took a pin. Well, let someone else have the spotlight. And that someone else was a guy that should have had it, in Dolph Ziggler. And then the reveal and debut of Sting. Everything about that moment, just the standoff between him and Triple H, was just down to perfection. It was just so fucking brilliant. I mean, I was losing my shit. Because it's two of the guys that I am a complete fucking mark for. You got Sting. Sting is the reason why I watch wrestling. Okay, I started with WCW, and Sting is one of the guys, along with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and Ric Flair. They're the reason why I watch wrestling. They're the reason why I started watching wrestling. You know, just flicking through the channels as an 11-year-old child, I saw someone like Sting. It's like, this guy's awesome. And I saw guys like Nash and Hall and Flair. It's like, these guys are just, and that's what got me hooked on wrestling. Guys like that. And then, somewhere around the Royal Rumble 2004, I started I put on Channel 4 and I come across the WWF Sunday Night Heat. It was before the Royal Rumble 2000. And I saw Triple H. I just thought, this is a guy. And at that point, Triple H was the fucking bad guy. I mean, Triple H was the guy that coming in, you're meant to fucking hate. And I just couldn't find the reason to. So then I started watching both products. It's kind of, well, these are the two guys that got me hooked on the representative companies. These are two guys that are the reason why I stuck around watching the companies that they were in. It's just seeing that moment. I mean, this is the match I want. If you gave me a choice between Sting and Undertaker and Sting and Triple H, I'm taking Sting and Triple H because this is the one that will draw. This is the one that will be good. Okay, Sting and Taker's fucking broken down. He's pretty much done physically. Okay, Sting's still got a couple more in him. So is Triple H. Let them go at WrestleMania. That's what needs to happen. Anyway, that's it. I think that's it for this week. Well, I think that's it for this pay-per-views review. We're going for another pay-per-view review in 3 weeks from TLC, and I will catch you tomorrow with the Raw review. Thanks for watching. See you later.